I.Eat.Games, yeah.
Hey Wastelanders, Mark here, and we are working on Killavolt, and I'm going to show you a couple things that'll hopefully make this fight a little easier for you. So in order to find him, you need to start the side mission, kill Killavolt, and you can get that from Moxxi in the Sanctuary. I recommend levels 16 or 17 to make this as least annoying as possible. I mean, if you go level 13, 14, 15, you're really pushing it. But you could do it. I'm sure you could probably do it if you get enough equipment shocked. If you get like the Transformer Shield, that would probably help out a lot. The floor damages you. It damages ads. So we're going to do a ton of jumping. We're going to look for safe spots. There is a weak spot on his back. I'm going to show you where that is. Plus, elemental effects appear to be kind of useless. I had a weapon with fire damage, and he was on fire, but his health wasn't actually depleting. So I don't know if that's a bug or if that's there to taunt you. Anyway, let me show you where to find him once you get the quest. You're going to go in order to get to Electro City, we're going to go to Promethea, and then if you go into the Meridian Metroplex, there's a little transitional point right there, and that's how you get to Electro City. The waypoint, for whatever reason, does not show you where that entrance is. Okay, so once you get into that area, which is kind of big, by the way, you do all the little missions in there, collect all the tokens, and give it to him. He's going to freak out, and the fight's going to begin. So when the floor is yellow like that, that means the blue is going to follow. Blue is going to damage you. So try to jump, unlike I did, try to jump over all the blue electrical stuff. Now you can see I'm doing crits right there. I'm hitting his weak point. So we're going to try to get around him and hit that weak point. So that little beam weapon he has actually doesn't do that much damage. By the way, when so the yellow precludes the the blue electrical attacks, but that little beam weapon doesn't seem to do too much. Now you can see I am strafing around. He's kind of clunky, his movement, and kind of predictable. So you just keep jumping, get off the floor, scoot around back, and hit him as much as you can in his weak point. And so for the first phase, it's a lot of that, trying to circle around and trying to get back behind him. And this is me trying different weapon types and stuff. But you know what? And if he's following you around as you strafe, hit his shield too. Hit him with everything you got. You do not want to let up, because you don't want his shield to start regenerating. Plus, that shield he's holding in front of him, when that shield, if you do enough damage, he will actually collapse for a couple seconds, and you could run up and start unloading on his weak point on his shoulders, that generator there. So, once again, jumping, moving, watching the floor, waiting for the floor to light up. Now when he does this, when he summons the sort of lightning from the ceiling, that means in the first phase he's just going to shoot out a ring. And so we want to keep an eye on where the yellow is, because that's going to show us where the blue is. So you're going to be sure you don't jump too early. You want to jump, strafe, move around just enough to dodge the blue stuff. Now, these guys they fall from the arena every once in a while, and I'm pretty sure they get killed from all the electrical stuff. So you can see right there, I did enough damage on his shield, he went down, and that opens it up for us. You see how he's on fire and he's screaming, but his health isn't actually going down. So it's kind of funny. I don't know if that's a troll, because that seems like something Gearbox might do, but it could also be a bug. Anyway, so here we are working our way around. You can see I'm trying to strafe around him. My faithful pet Charlie is working away at him too. And we're just never giving up. And I'm trying to keep an eye on the floor where the yellow tiles are going to land. He's got some pretty sneaky attacks too. You can see he just did his ring attack. Now there are lots of there's a lot of goodies sprinkled around the arena. So when you get the chance, try to refuel, try to get ammo, try to get grenades, get the things you can. Now this is a tricky one. See how the sides are starting to light up? Well, he is actually trying to keep you in the middle so he can ram you. So if you can, try to work your way outside where those arrows are. Otherwise, you're going to be in like this little alleyway, and this is where he attacks you. So he's trying to keep you center like that so that he can ram you and kind of ram you into a wall. One thing I didn't try that I'm curious about, maybe somebody, one of you guys can try it, but I wonder if he can ram into a wall get dizzy, and if that sort of stuns him. So I'm hoping maybe one of you folks can try that. Anyway, again, so now that we're down to his health, the battle's going to change. This is phase 2. And so he has some attacks that do more damage. Like there's the ram attack. But remember that little beam weapon, you kind of have to ignore it. Not ignore it, but I mean, just remember it doesn't do that much damage. It's basically there so that if your shield goes down, your shield doesn't pop up as quickly. So we're jumping, moving, taking care of all the ads, and trying to keep an eye on where he is, because he will just pop into the arena suddenly behind you. And in the meantime, we're going to take these little breaks to try and get more ammo. And I'm doing a terrible job of paying attention to him, by the way. Don't do what I did. And so you can see, if you look down here on the floor, you see these little anomalies. That's what you want to look for when he lights up the floor like this. So when it lights yellow, turn around and find the anomalies where you can stand, because those are the safe spots. But you don't want to stand on them too long, because as soon as the blue is done, those parts will electrify. So you have a few spots where you can stand. They're there over there. You can see now they're blue. But there's a few spots you could stand when he lights that floor up. So when it turns yellow, just swing the camera around, look for the safe spots, go over there, and then there's usually a couple, and you might be able to hop back and forth. But if you get caught in the blue, the floor, and you're getting fried, just jump, move. And if you find yourself just a bunch of times failing and you're not able to beat him, try to find something that is going to resist all the shock attack. Anyway, thanks for checking out my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It does help me out quite a bit. Thanks for checking out my video.
All fizzle, no sizzle, as always, Kenneth. Good riddance.